Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We took a break. It was Thanksgiving week over here in the States. Hope you guys had a good one and had some good Black Friday shopping. I got some stuff myself. Gaming wise, I got Medieval, the remake, because I've been wanting to check that out. I picked up Zoids, the new Zoids game that was on Switch, because it was on sale, and I'm like, it's a Switch game, so who knows when it will be this price again. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to check that out this week. And then I picked up the No More Heroes 2, and then Travis Strikes Again. That's all I got on the gaming side of things. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to all those games. And then just a bunch of movies that were on sale. That's pretty much what I usually do.
I actually picked up Watch Dogs Legion and Ghost of Tsushima.
What?
Yeah,
Why
dude.
Watch Dogs?
Dude, because it was $30. Honestly, I've just been trying to play as much as I can on the PS5, just to like see what the
Oh, you have
differences
one.
really
That's right. I totally forgot it.
That's
yeah,
fair.
so I've just been really trying to see what that's all about. Like I finished Miles Morales.
Oh, how was
Go-
that?
Dude, I loved it, man. I loved it.
Okay.
It's really good. We can get into that later.
Yeah.
But right now I'm working on Demon Souls, and that's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm just trying to like maximize everything I can on this bad boy. Like I'm not trying to play like I play Kingdom Hearts on there, Melody and Memory, but I'm really not trying to play like a lot of PS4 games on here.
Yeah, you want to play the next gen stuff, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I saw Watch Dogs when I was at Best Buy when I got off work Friday. I was like, you know what, dude? I just want to see. Am I gonna hate this game? Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a reason it was that price so soon, I think.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I'll go through it. Like I played the other one, Sleeping Dogs. Is that the
Sleeping
same Watch Dogs?
Dogs.
Oh, that's
No.
not that is not the same.
It's not the same. I don't know why I thought they were the same.
Adam.
Clearly, I don't know
Adam,
nothing.
Adam,
This is
what?
why I live under a rock.
Yeah, you do, dude. The Sleeping Dogs is True Crime 3, man. Where the fuck have you been?
Oh, dude, damn. That makes a lot more sense now. But yeah, I'm just trying to maximize, dude, because I really like the haptic feedback. I think it's a great feature. It comes in handy a lot in Demon Souls. Spider-Man was really, really cool with it.
Yeah, because isn't it in Spider-Man, like, they try to mimic, like, the whole, like, the motion of moving your two fingers back into your hand, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, there's also like the little things, like I think you mentioned it in the chat, Danny, like, oh, dude, you can feel the raindrops and like hear them like coming out of the controller. I do wish the controller was a little bit louder because I feel like it's pretty quiet even when it's at full volume, but I think that's meant to be that way. Yeah, I'm liking this thing a lot, man. It's a lot of fun.
Did you check out Astro's Playroom?
No, I haven't checked it out yet.
Oh man, you got to. That's where it really sells the controller, because for a long time I was up in the air. I'm like, I mean, do we really need the haptic feedback? I'm not feeling the controller, but playing that game, I was like, wow, this is crazy. It's almost that moment where I'm like, oh, I want to let go of the controller because I'm not used to this. This is weird.
Right.
But in a good way. It's a decent platformer. I had a fun time with it.
I think I'm definitely gonna check it out just because I really do like the haptic feedback, and I think Jerry was telling me how you were feeling about it, Danny, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll definitely check it out. Just because even playing Dark Souls, Demon Souls, it's a big difference. Like it doesn't feel like a regular Souls gameplay for me. There's just so much more that is going on that I can like if someone's about to throw something at me, I can like hear it and feel it on the controller, which is really weird. But it's like, oh, okay, now I can, dodge roll or like parry or whatever. So it's something I'm definitely getting used to, but I'm really enjoying.
Yeah, Astro will definitely get you through all the features for you, and I think you should check it out. It's pretty short. It's not that long of a game, and you at the end you do kind of get used to all the vibrations and stuff that it does, even with the adaptive triggers too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only other game I played that's for PS5 with the feedback is Miles Morales as well, and it's very subtle stuff in there. Most of the time, I barely even notice it, and I think that's probably what it is. Like, it just wants you to get comfortable. So yeah, let's go ahead, man. Let's get into this episode. Just a little more Miles Morales. Yeah, great game. Like a dumbass, I bought the PS4 version because I thought I thought it was the PS5, but I wasn't paying attention. But it doesn't matter because you get the free upgrade. You know, the only weird thing about it is so you have to have the disc in the whole time, which I'm like, yeah, that's fine anyways, because I was gonna play it like that. But when you download the PS5 version, it will also still copy the PS4 data from the disc. And to make sure you play the PS5 version, make sure you click the options and scroll down to game version and make sure it's clicked on PS5, or else when you launch it, it will be the PS4 version. I think if a game has a free upgrade, just don't put the old gen version on that new generation console. That's just going to get confusing for people.
Right, I definitely agree. That tripped me out too when I popped it in. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just deal with it. But I don't know if a lot of people are looking out for that kind of thing. You know, they might just be playing and it's like, oh, well, what's going on?
Yeah, well, and you know, it doesn't even tell you what to do. You just get the redeem and download, and I had to look it up, and I'm like, so where do you even go? And it's like, oh, options. I should have thought of that. But yeah, because I was like, oh, okay, I canceled the PS4 copy, I downloaded the PS5, but then it still copies anyways. So I was like, whatever, okay. Just make sure it's on PS5. I think once you click it once, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Because I think I did that, and then I double checked it like 2 days later, and I was like, okay, it still just stays on the PS5 version. I think it stays on whatever version you last played it on, actually.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'm not that far in for the story, just been doing a bunch of side stuff to just get out of the way, so I don't have to deal with it later for the plot. It's a fun game. It's Spider-Man. You know, it to me, it feels like it plays the same. I know they said that he was going to feel different compared to Peter Parker, but it's honestly, I don't feel a difference aside from like the Venom punches you can do.
Do you just have the Venom punches right now?
I have the punch, the ground slam, and then the one where you jump in the air.
Okay. Yeah. As you start getting more of the bars for your Venom, you're gonna see a lot more difference in like at least the fighting mechanics that you can do, like all the tech that you can actually use with it. But for the most part, I do agree. It plays just like Peter Parker, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, the Venom, it does add a nice touch, though. It makes the combat just that much more fun. I'll be going through the story over on stream, so that'll be Twitch at Negator7.
Some of the ending side missions that you can do, like for the city, they're a lot of fun. They're really, really good time. I really enjoyed them. Like I've been telling you, there's one towards the end with his uncle that's just changed the way I looked at the game, but I'm like, there's no other way. Like you could not have that in the game. So you'll see what I mean when you get there. But it's a lot of fun. I think people who are fans of the first Spider-Man definitely gonna love this one a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of the story because I've been hearing nothing but good things. So, and man, yeah, I've been going through a lot more Yakuza 0. That's been fun. I know you're still grinding in that, right, Julian?
Dude, yes. I'm almost done though. I'm almost done.
The best parts is still by far the story, just the way everything is, the writing, the tension, the build up for stuff. Gosh, it's so good, man. It really makes me wish I hopped in this series a lot longer, or like, a lot sooner.
Right. Yeah, right. I also think the same.
Yeah, I think I'm at chapter 10, and we just switched to Majima, and there was like a teaser, or there was the little tease at the end for Kiryu's side. It was a reveal for something, and I was like, "Oh, I knew it, dude! This is where the stories collide for the game." And all I gotta say is, I am not ready for that, man.
Look, man, because I want to finish the Cabaret Club and stuff, and do what I can with each character before I really start the final mission, because I'm ready to move on to a new game. But I'm playing Shadow of War right now, like.
Oh, nice.
Bits by bits. That game's great. I'm going to see how that whole grinding controversy, I want to see how it is now. What about the Pocket Kart Racer?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, you just go in there and then that's when it really starts.
Oh, okay.
That one's a fun one too. That one's a really wholesome sub-story guy. There should totally be a manga for Yakuza. That'd be
Yeah,
fucking dope.
I was just thinking that the other day. I was like, I wonder if they have an adaptation for that or something.
Yeah, like remember how you found like fucking Neo
Yeah, Neo.
in the
Yeah,
manga? Like, damn, man.
yeah. The Neo one's interesting because there's actually like characters in there. There's like a bunch of NPCs in the villages. When you wash
Yeah.
up on shore, and then the Oni attacks and everyone's fleeing, and you're there to protect them. Yeah, I just wish it was translated in English. Adam, what's up with this Bugsnax, man? I heard you started it.
Oh yeah,
Dude, okay, so I started it last night, right? And, honestly, I really only tried it out just because you wanted some input, Julian. Because when I saw that it was free till January, I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna play it at some point while it's free. Just to go through it, check it out. So I downloaded day one, and you know what? It's just a fun time. It's a weird game, but it works really well. So the premise is that you're this journalist that gets a request to come to this island, right? And on this island, they have bugs that are also snacks. So like you'll have a bug that's also like some type of food mixed together with it.
what the
So
fuck?
like yeah, but then when you eat one of those things, you gain that little thing, right? So like there's this strawberry ant that you see in the beginning of the game, and you have to feed it to this dude, and then you give it to him, and then his hand turns into like two strawberries, and he goes, "Oh, that's normal. Don't worry about it. Like whatever bug snacks you eat, like it just turns into you, or you turn into it. It's fine. It's not a big deal."
Jesus
I was-
fucking Christ!
I'm sitting here like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But you know what? It's just a crazy fun game. Like I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it as much as I did last night. Yeah, it's really fun.
I heard that. I heard it was deep too. I haven't heard anything bad about it either. And I heard it was deep. Like it has like an analogy that it's trying to portray and stuff. You know what I mean?
I could definitely see that in like the first few cutscenes. I feel like there's a lot more to this game because right now, like as far as what you can use to catch the bug snacks, like you just have like this one little thing that you have to bait them into, and then you get a slingshot. So, and you have to use like different kinds of things to capture those bug snacks. So like there's this hamburger one, and you have to you have to slingshot ketchup into the trap, and then you can capture it. It's weird.
What the hell? Yeah. Okay,
But yeah,
I need to play that game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it just if you're trying to have a good time. Like I
Hell
said,
yeah.
I'm not too far into it, but it's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try it if I ever get a PS5. But I hope the PS4 version is just as good. You know?
I'm sure it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But yeah, you'll definitely enjoy it, Julian. It's up your alley.
Hell
Sure.
yeah! Hell yeah!
This is that game that you want to play when you're just a little bit,
Yeah,
not all.
I get you. I get you, man.
But Danny, if you haven't tried it out, I know it's free right now, so
Yeah, I have it. I have it downloaded. I'm gonna check it out once I beat. Probably Yakuza. I'll give it a look at, or whenever I have my downtime. And then I beat No More Heroes last week.
how'd you like it, dude?
Dude, yeah. So like I've been saying, that game is great. The just the writing is fantastic. It's literally Devil May Cry for weebs. I think that's how Oscar put it. I'm like, yeah. Travis Touchdown is just Dante. Yeah. I have a few things like I understand like the year it came out, what type of game it is, but there was definitely moments for the story where I was like, I wish we just got a little more dialogue or just a few more cutscenes coming in explaining some stuff, or just just to go deeper. Because when you get to the tail end of the game, there's just like a lot is thrown at your face all at once. I was like, I get it because this is like over the top and that's what they wanted for this game, but I was like, I just wish there was a little more story. So I'm hoping 2 or even No More Heroes 3 is going to have something like that.
I never played 2, so I can't tell you. I did grab that up a while ago. If you get to it before I do, let me know, because that is one thing that I did want more of when I first started playing the game.
I gotta say though, when I got to the second boss, and I was like, okay, we're almost there. We're almost at the end, and I don't know how much you remember of her. It was Bad Girl. is her name, and
I definitely remember her. It wasn't memorable. It wasn't. I was
no,
like,
yeah, I like her design, but her boss fight I just felt was so boring, and she has a lot of HP, so you're just really grinding to chip that HP down, and I didn't have fun at all, and just even the way it ended, how you kill her, I was like, this is pretty meh.
yeah, I think that may have been one of the only battles in the first one that I was like, I'm gonna forget. Like, this wasn't that important to me,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
like I could see what they were going with for her character, but it's just nothing. Yeah, again, just interesting to see. She didn't have a lot to say or bring to the table, so that was disappointing. And I was so far up to that point, I was liking almost every boss up to that point. I liked how different everybody was, and just how like they're not all doing the same combat. I was like, this is great. But then with her, I'm like, yeah, she's different. Yeah, she doesn't play like the others, but I was like, nah, who cares?
Right,
and then
right.
and then the ending is just as wacky as the rest of the game. We get
Oh,
the
it's so good.
surprise final boss, and I try to pay attention to when she was zipping through her origin, and then eventually just found it online, and I was just like, oh yeah, wow, they really went into it. Okay, really good stuff. And then man, yeah, just got to I did the secret ending, which is the canon ending, and that was good. That was very anime. And again, just throwing so much stuff in your face all at once, and I was like, hold on, let me process this. Like, I feel like they did some stuff just for the shock factor, like the reveal of Mr. Cooldown and like who he is to Travis and with
Mhm.
Sylvia and all that. And I was like, this is just for the shock factor, I think. I don't know. So yeah, great game, man. Can't wait to hop into 2. And I'm just even more hyped now than ever for No More Heroes 3.
By the way, what are you playing them on, Danny?
I got the Switch versions that came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I played it with my Pro controller, not the Joy-Cons, because I think the Joy-Cons have the Wii settings with the motions.
I was just gonna ask you too if you played them with Joy-Con or not, because I know that and I'm sure you know this too, that when you played the original, you have to like look like you're wanking it to charge up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they just moved all the motion controls to the right stick.
Oh, okay.
And then for the grabs, yeah, it's just left and right stick. You just move them in the direction of the arrows, and that's it. Yeah. All right, man. So let's go ahead and get into some of this news we got. I don't know if you guys have seen this Kickstarter yet for this game called Fraymakers.
Okay, so I'm sorry to cut you off because I saw it I think last week and I looked at it again today. They've got a lot of hitters in there, dude. But essentially
Yeah,
it's like an indie third party like Smash beat 'em up game. Um, it looks pretty interesting. I mean, the one that really got me was Octodad. Like he looks like he's gonna be top tier, dude. Not gonna lie.
I clicked on the Kickstarter because I think it got into my email, and I was like, okay, let's see who it is. And I was just like, oh, Octodad, and I'm like, oh, that's the orc from the orca from Rivals of Aether, and there's
Hmm.
that buff duck from that other Smash game. And I'm like,
Hmm.
oh shit,
Yeah,
what is
dude,
this?
from Slap City. I was like,
Yeah,
yes, come on, man, just bring them all in.
yeah, and I checked out more of it, and then like they're excuse me, they're adding a bunch of assist characters, and I was like, holy shit, dude, like there's so much in here, it's crazy. And then when I checked it out, I think it was like the first day, and it's like it's crazy how much money it has already. It's like it's at 134K. They were asking for 46, and there is still 18 days to go as of this recording. And I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if you read into it, into the details for it, but this is the team that made a Super Smash Flash 2.
Oh, dude, no way.
Yeah, so that was a fan game out on PC from a long time ago. We checked it out, and yeah, it's just a pixel Smash that's pretty good. I like it. I like that game. Sora's in it, and Black Mage is in it from Final Fantasy, and that's a great character to play as. Bomberman's in there, and I'm like, hell yeah. And then you got fucking Luffy and Ichigo, Goku, and shit in there. But yeah, no, that's a solid game, and it's cool that they're going to be working on something big like this. And I think one of the selling points is that it's obviously going to have rollback netcode as well. But speaking of Smash, if you guys remember Fight of Animals, that was the indie fighting game with the meme animals.
Did they add a new animal?
The last one they added was Egg Dog, and that's a pretty cool character. You could do some crazy combos with it. But they're coming out with a new version of the game called Fight of Animals Arena, and this is just their Smash version of the game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and of course it's gonna have a rollback as well. I'm sure it'll be good. It'll probably be broken too, but that's where the real fun is, right?
Exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah, buddy. I think it got leaked on the last time we recorded, but I forgot to bring it up. But the last two DLCs for season 2 of Jump Force, they got leaked, and people were actually able to play as them. And it was Yoruichi from Bleach, and then Giorno from Part 5 JoJo. And all I say is, like, man, Yoruichi's model looks really good in Jump Force. And I just gotta say, the outfit that they picked, and I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to sell, I'm here. But she looks cool, and then Giorno he looks weird, man, with that Jump Force aesthetic they want to go with for the models. It just looks a little weird.
Dude, let me pull it up, because I don't think I've seen Giorno's. I saw Yoruichi's, but I didn't see Giorno's.
Yeah, Yoruichi has an official trailer. She's dropping in December. And then for Giorno, the footage I saw was from like the YouTubers that was able to pull the character early.
Right. Ooh, damn. Ooh.
Yeah.
The Gold Experience Requiem doesn't look the best.
But hey, I thought it was cool Giorno showed up, though.
I'm with it.
And that's it for Season 2 for Jump Force. I don't see them doing a 3. That would be a real surprise. Let's just close the books, move on. We have a few more years until the next big anniversary for Jump, so let's just hopefully get a better game then.
Highly agree, Danny. I highly agree.
Yeah, and I hope...
Look, they just got to go back to... what was the one for PS4?
J-Stars.
Yeah, dude, just go back to J-Stars, but don't do the whole fucking just kill the dude like 3 times. Like, you could just go for the really crappy partner 3 times, and then you win the match.
Yeah, honestly, they just need a new team to just do the game. Like Spike, they just need to stop with these anime games, because it's all just the same shit. I think they could really do some good stuff if they just pick a different team to do the combat. And I know there was some bad feedback for the roster for Jump Force, right? Because it's not really as diverse as J-Stars was. So I hope they can learn from that, and we can get a lot of characters that they really missed out on. Like Gintoki's not there, Toriko's not there. I'm surprised there's no Demon Slayer characters.
Yeah.
For DLC at this point, like that should have been the focus for Season 2. You could have thrown in 2 characters there. That would have been good. But yeah, I think the next anniversary is coming up in like 3 or so years. So let's just wait until then. And then speaking of, if we're still talking fighting games here, MK11, we got that trailer for the movie costume pack. And this is crazy, man. I can't believe we're getting something like this for MK. I think it's 3 characters, right? It's Johnny Cage. It's
I think it was Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya and
Raiden.
Yeah, I saw those. Those were funny, dude.
Dude, I like it, man. That's pretty cool. They're really putting some stuff out there. I mean, I think if we really think about it, we definitely saw this coming, possibly with the voice actor for Shang Tsung also being the actor, and they even gave him the skin for it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, crazy stuff, man. So you get the different voices from the actors from the movie, as well as face swaps for them. And I know a lot of people are happy with that for Sonya, because her base face model is not the best. Like, nobody really likes how she looks in 11. So that's cool. That's really cool, man. I mean, I don't know of any other game besides, I guess, Street Fighter that has memorable live action casting. to throw in a game, right? At least a fighting game. Yeah, so that's cool, man. I think it's like $6 or something for the pack, and it's totally worth the price.
Look, MK's making some really smart moves this year. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I hope they continue with that because people want Liu Kang and Kitana from the movie as well to show up.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, people got mad at that, and my first thought was, well, that's it's not like a guarantee. The actors want to come back for this kind of thing, that was my first thought. I'm like, maybe something happened contract wise, but if they want to save it for later, that's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should totally do it if they can. And hey, speaking of video game movies, this was wild. Monster Hunter is going to have an event on the 4th of December, and it's, I think, a 2-part quest where you get to play as Mila as her character in the Monster Hunter movie. And we got a screenshot of her in-game model, and I was like, dude, this is fucking crazy, man. I'm all for this.
Dude, they're really going all out.
Highly agree.
Yeah.
I remember she wanted to be in a Resident Evil game, but I guess she's in Monster Hunter though.
Yeah, because she plays her own character in the Resident Evil movies, right?
Yeah. Like totally. Why not put an own character into a franchise or something? And like she could have totally been like the whole the mini games and the side stuff you could do in Resident Evil. You know what I mean? Like
I definitely could see it.
Yeah. Like in Horde mode or something for Resident Evil.
Yeah. So that's really cool, man. And I think that's the same weekend as when the movie drops, or that happens before it comes out. And man, I don't know if you saw those new posters for the Monster Hunter movie, but those are fantastic too.
Yeah, I really like that last trailer that was out. I'm sold on this movie for sure. I really want to see that one.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I hope it doesn't suck, but if it does suck, I want it to be the good kind of suck.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a good time, hopefully, regardless if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, man. That's great. I think the finals happened for Soul Calibur, for like the Northern tournament or something. I don't know. They're doing so many online tournaments, it's hard to keep track. But at the end, or before it started, they had a tease of a new character coming in, and then they showed off the concept art for him. And the boy Huang is coming back for Soul Calibur 6, and I think he's coming out in December too.
Yeah, I saw that trailer, Danny. Dude, his first costume is so fucking cool. It was like a Bloodborne costume, dude.
Oh, okay. Because I hopped into the stream right after they did the announcement. They're like, yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. And I was like, oh, what's tomorrow? Or was that tomorrow? I don't know what day it is. I'm tired.
I'm still living in March, dude. I don't even know when it's Friday.
I need to stop neglecting that game. It's so fun.
Yeah, I want to hop back in now that I have more free space on my PS4. I like the stage. It looks pretty good. And yeah, those costumes are sick. And that's cool. Cool, man. I saw a lot of people were happy that he came back. Yeah, and I think he's part of a season 3 they're doing.
Yeah. No, wait.
Right.
3? No.
Or,
well, I just heard about this yesterday. It might be rumored.
Oh, that's what they're thinking. There's going to be a season 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad Soul Calibur's still doing what it does. Oh, and then with that, they're adding more Tekken costumes into the game.
Yeah, Astaroth can be king now.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. I'm like, that.
Oh,
that
they
totally
added
fits
Leroy's dog into the game.
Oh, nice. Really?
That's great. Cool. So, he's dropping on the 2nd, which is real soon. Nice. Cool, man. I like to see Soul Calibur still getting the support it should have. Nice. Yeah. And moving on, one of the big things that got revealed, which was probably going to be revealed at AX, right? From what we saw from the the artwork for the booklet, right?
If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, no, I don't think so. I think AX was just going to be the anime.
Oh, okay.
I think it was intentionally planned for it to be released later on, which is the new World Ends With You game, Neo: The World Ends With You. I think it looks pretty great.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I was watching the trailer and I'm like, man, I get hard Persona vibes out of this.
I feel like Nomura, like, I feel like there's a reason why he took so long to work on another one, you know? Because everything looks immensely different from what
The
he's
first
done
one did.
before.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, also remember that the first one was a DS game, so you had to play on multiple screens. And the way that it works on the Switch, it works out pretty well. I mean, the touchscreen is pretty fun. But just seeing how this new one is, I mean, I like it. Again, Nomura knows what he's doing, the crazy madman.
Yeah, he's a fucking psychopath, bro. No.
But yeah, I really like it. I like the new characters. I think the art design is great. But again, a lot of it definitely has been the same Nomura rehash. Like the whole plaid thing and all that kind of stuff. But
Nomura bullshit.
yeah, exactly.
I watched the madam put a Kingdom Hearts character in there.
Dude, everybody's been saying that the main character Rando is just like a mock-up of Roxas and Ventus.
Yeah, I can see that.
It just means there's a third one now.
Exactly. There's gonna be another one in here somewhere.
I'm not ready for that, man.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I like the aesthetic. I never played the first World Ends With You.
I think if it ever goes on sale, you should definitely grab it. I think you'd enjoy the game, Danny.
Yeah, I'd be willing to check it out. I hear good things overall for the game, aside from like what the DS gameplay was. But yeah, this looks like some of that Tokyo Pop energy, and I'm like, you know what? I'd be missing some Tokyo Pop. So,
dude, they killing it, man. In this one, they killing it.
Yeah, and that's coming out on Switch and PS4.
I think summer, right? Is what they said.
summer next year. So that's gonna be cool, man. I know a lot of people are excited for that.
I think it's been what, like 13.
It's been a long time
for something like that. So, I mean, for us to get the anime and that, I have a feeling. I mean, especially knowing Nomura, there's gonna be some in betweens for the anime going into the second game. So we'll see.
So we got some Jump news stuff to talk about. That's some expected, some interesting, and some, oh, really now? Go off with the big hitter, man. Boruto, starting, I think, chapter 54. It said in Jump that Kishimoto is back, and he's gonna be taking over writing the story. That's
Dude,
pretty crazy, man.
I saw that. Now I really want to catch up to see what prompted this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. There's been no comment as to why he's coming in and taking over for the writing. As far as I knew, he was kind of supervising it in the beginning, and that was the time when he was writing Samurai 8, and that got canceled a while back. So I mean, he's got free time now. And my guess is he wants to come in to kind of wrap things up for Boruto, because I'm caught up and I just don't see them doing an arc after this. Like, who else are you going to fight after you fight these aliens, you know?
Right.
I just don't see room for anything else interesting anyways, unless we get like a big time skip, you know, when we have an older Boruto and he could do something interesting with that, then I'm all for it. But I mean, right now they're really setting up stuff for like the big finale for this arc with Naruto and a little bit of Boruto coming in here. I mean, I will say it's still interesting. So far, I'm liking Boruto more than Dragon Ball Super right now, you know, so that has that going for me. And so I think right now there's going to be chapter 53 that we're waiting on. And then after that should be Kishimoto taking over. So yeah, that's crazy, man. Let's see what he does. People aren't that hopeful just because, of how the way Naruto went. So we'll see what goes on with that. But yeah, so moving on, My Hero, it's been popping, of course. It's really great in the manga. And this was, they teased movie 3 coming in here. We got an image of the 3 main boys. So that's Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. They're rocking some sleek black suits. They look really nice. And it says he has to face the 3 Musketeers or something. So that's gonna be cool. I think when the second movie was coming out, they did say like, yeah, we're planning on dropping a movie like every other year for My Hero for the next few. As long as they can stay good quality, I'm for it. And I think this is interesting because the first movie focused just on Deku. Second movie focused on him and Bakugo, and now this third movie we're getting the 3 big boys coming in. And of course the manga's, I think he's going to be working on it too, so that's good. My only thing is I wonder if Todoroki's in it because he's so popular or because the mangaka wants him in there type of thing.
Right.
Because I mean he's got an interesting arc right now in the manga, but I mean before that he wasn't really a big focus in the story, so I wonder if it's just because of his popularity, like, okay, let's do something with him type of deal for the movie. But I'm hyped.
Well, they have the budget for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you give Bones the budget, man, it's so good.
Oh, is it Bones doing it?
It should be, because I know they did the first one, and they should have done the second one. And then as well as next year, I mentioned it before, in January, we're getting the Gintama movie. It's the final arc of the manga. It's going to wrap up everything nice, because where the anime left off was them entering the final arc. So this is a nice tie-off for the anime as well. I saw an article for it. I was reading in there. I found some interesting stuff I didn't see before, but I guess there's going to be new story content added in here for the movie. And then they're doing a special that's going to be airing on TV that's going to tie in for the movie. That's also a promotional thing. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's going to be interesting because just the way Sorachi ended Gintama, sort of, I would say hastily, because he kept missing the deadlines multiple times. And I would imagine that's a lot of pressure when you're trying to write a finale for a series. So with him working on this movie, I wonder if like this is the true vision he had, or like this is what he thinks now that he's had, a good few years to sit on how he felt about the ending. I mean, I have mixed feelings for the finale for Gintama, but there is some really great stuff in there, so I'm looking forward to that coming out. And that will be January in Japan. And I know Gintama's not big out here in the West, so I'm putting my hopes up, but not too high, that we'll get a release out here or something.
Still need to get into that series too.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I heard it's a lot.
It's 700 chapters. Me and Grant went through. We did I think 16 episodes on it here on the podcast, going through all of it. And I do think Gintama's worth it at the end of the day. There's a lot of really good stuff in there. The action is fantastic. When he wants to get serious, boy, is it good. I think you'll like it, Julian, because it's literally just Yakuza.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I can't say enough, but I do think the Yakuza team should do a Gintama game. It would be perfect. Not only because it's serious and wackiness combined in a nice balance, but in Gintama they are in Kabukicho. Kabukicho is what Kamurocho is based off of, so it's perfect.
Oh, okay, nice.
But yeah, if you do want to get into Gintama, I'd suggest try to find abridged version, I guess, because some of it's majority comedy arcs, and there's a good amount. There's some good ones in there, but then there's some that I ended up skipping because I'm like, this is too cringe, or I just don't care for this
cringe
type of gag story. Yeah, but when it gets serious, boy, is it really, really good. Fantastic stuff. There's a reason why it lasted 700 chapters. And other than that, the boy Rav from X-Society, he dropped a new album, and it's called On To Me, and
Just slaps.
it's 7 tracks, and hell yeah, does it slap. This is a really good album. I thought this was, he's been mentioning he has a debut album he's been working on, but this is not it. Due to COVID and the state of the world this year, it's made him feel and do a lot of things at home, and he was like, I want to get these out before, I want to get these emotions out before I really focus even more on my debut album. So he came out with this. It's really good. It's Pay What You Want on Bandcamp. You can stream it on Spotify and Apple Music. And there are physical CDs, but I think when I checked the other day on his Twitter, like 90% of them's already sold out. So if you're trying to get a copy, it might be too late. By the time
they actually are all sold out.
Are they?
I think I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, well, good thing luckily I was able to get a copy, so that's cool.
Dude, you and me both, man.
I like the art for the album cover. It's very Rav. It's reminiscent to his B-side albums. Also kind of has just that grittiness to it at the same time.
Dude, it's got a lot of Vestigious vibes to it, at least in my opinion.
That too. Yeah. I was definitely caught by surprise when I went from the first track to the second because of how vastly different those songs are to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, so this is kind of like another showcase of Rav, basically. So I highly recommend checking it out. Links in the description, as always, for that. And then, almost forgot. I saw Webtoons on Twitter, their Teas and Towers comeback. They posted a photo of the 3 boys saying like, oh, get ready. The series will be coming back soon. And usual this week, manga review and definitely for sure Marvel talk this week. I know we missed last week and the week before. But definitely, there'll be one this week. And Webtoons should be out for another new episode as well. So I'll wait for those episodes, man. Go ahead, send us an email, unversepodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions, we'll love to talk about it on the next episode. And then you can give us a follow at Unverse Podcast anywhere you go. Let you know when those episodes drop. And just again, I'll be streaming some Miles and eventually some No More Heroes 2 over on twitch.tv/Nectar7. And you're slowly getting back into streaming, right, Adam?
I just got my setup all while we were doing this, dude. I've been working on it this whole time. I just need to make sure that it's good to go, that I don't have any lag, and this week, 100%.
Heck yeah, and that's twitch.tv/25. Well, yeah, the number 25. Bam Adam?
Yes.
Yeah, cool, man.
Probably going to be some Bugsnax and some Demon Souls for sure. Y'all can hear me get very angry at the game.
Heck yeah.
Which, if you've been watching Jerry's streams, it'll be very similar.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Jerry's streaming as well. He's, I think he finished Arkham, one of the Arkham games.
Asylum?
Oh gosh, I don't remember which one he was playing. It's one of the Arkham games.
Probably the first one.
And then he was playing some Enter the Gungeon the other day too. So cool. Nice. And that's twitch.tv/Jerry Omega. So thanks guys for listening, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Goalposts keep on shifting, I keep on drifting while feeling misaligned, bringing sisters to a fucking pistol fight, bringing pistols to a nuclear missile crisis. I could host the ball, see the guests arrive, see their cheer and feel it kind, get invited. Food for thought, there's no pesticide for what bugs my brain, so I'll let it fly. Verified, I'm dead inside. I just get exhausted, don't get excited. Always asking point in my depression cycle. Feel like just a side note and that's justified. Dying firm, on the bed I lie. On my back still trying to tell my side. In this uphill road I intend to climb, so whatever I say don't let it slide. Stone cold petrified, only see through everybody else's eyes. I'm a taxidermy product enterprise, holding on to things that have long since left my life, yeah. I'm just getting by.